This is a special presentation from News Channel Nebraska.
Welcome, Nebraska, to a Monday night. We're so glad you joined us. This is our nightly variety program called Quarantine Tonight, brought to you by the University of Nebraska Medical Center. Thanks to them and so many of you for watching. This is our 53rd show. Can you believe it? We've been on every weekday night that we could be, with the exception of Memorial Day and one day last week as we had some special breaking news coverage occurring. But tonight we are listening to you because we have brought in a band out of Wilbur. Well, they don't technically live in Wilbur, but they were born and raised in Wilbur. And this year, as you might know, the Czech Festival in that Czech community is not happening due to the coronavirus. But this band, which has been performing since 1984, the Kucera Band, will be joining us here live in our undisclosed location for 2 hours of polka fun. So if you were sad about missing the Wilbur Czech Festival this year, we're going to hear more about it, we're going to celebrate it, and we're going to enjoy the talents of our three band members that are here tonight. Taking care of a little house business tonight, we are in the process of transitioning ourselves. As you know, this program has been going since mid-March. The undisclosed location, the owners of which have been very generous to us. As a sign that things are improving, there are weddings again in this facility, believe it or not. And they told me last Friday night or Saturday sometime that not only do they have a wedding on the 26th, they now have one on the next Friday, or one of these coming, the 19th. And that is going to make us make some decisions here. So we could be a show in search of a new undisclosed location, and the undisclosed location has to also include a bingo master machine because we share space with Angie Stinger and Chip Poker's popular bingo program, which airs Tuesdays and Thursdays from 4 to 5. So keep those letters coming. Let us know what you think. We may be in transition earlier than you think, but we enjoy doing the show, and we're trying to put together a plan that continues the show with as minimal disruption as possible. But please know there might be a replay night or two as we try to figure out the logistics of finding a new undisclosed location. Well, tonight we do have some instability in the air across the state of Nebraska, some severe weather chances. In fact, the next 2 days, we could see some really brutal weather. This time tomorrow night across Nebraska, winds up to 65 miles an hour. Things start tonight, though. With more on the severe weather threat tonight, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Jeff Fox.
Hi, everybody. Well, we've got some very strong thunderstorms across central and north central Nebraska tonight. Some of them have already been reported to be tornadic. Each of these, though, is strong enough and is built in such a way that it could spawn a tornado. So if any of these cells approach you and they are moving to the north, you should take cover, even if it's not a warned situation. Not only is there strong gusty winds, the potential for tornadoes, but also some significant hail. I've seen baseball-sized hail indicated by the radar and lots of areas of it. So not to be trifled with, and this is part of a system that is going to bring a lot of rain to everyone in the state over the next 36 hours or so. Anyway, Mike, I'll be back. We'll have more coming up in just a few minutes.
Chief Meteorologist Jeff Fox, thank you so much. Atkinson, Ainsworth, bear down. It looks like some bad weather's heading your way. Some tornadic activity. You can see already some warnings issued there. We'll keep an eye on it. As we do each and every night on Quarantine Tonight, let's start with a prayer.
Hi, I'm Pastor Ernesto Medina from St. John Lutheran Church in Beatrice, Nebraska. So good to be with you today. I have some prayers that I'd like to offer. This is another day, O Lord. I know not what it will bring, but make me ready. Lord, for whatever it may be. If I am to stand up, help me to stand bravely. If I am to sit still, help me to sit quietly. If I am to lie low, help me to do it patiently. And if I am to do nothing, let me do it gallantly. Make these words more than words and give me the Spirit of Jesus. Amen.
Actress doing a great job there. Thank you so much for that evening prayer. All right, we've been looking forward to tonight because the Jim Kucera Band is here. This band is a three-person band tonight celebrating the best of polka straight out of Wilbur, Nebraska. Jim Kucera is here. Welcome to the program. We've had a lot of our viewers want to see you on Quarantine Tonight and your band, and here you are in the flesh. How does it feel?
Well, what a privilege and an honor. I know that there were a lot of people that sent me Facebook messages and emails and what have you telling me that they had requested that we perform. And, you know, all of those people, thank you. We're humbled and we're glad to be here. You know, this is a stage where you had some great bands.
Oh,
you know, the Red Rooters enjoyed that performance. Wow, those guys just put on a great show. And the world-famous Mark Villadel Band. I mean, those guys are amazing. And Angie Creesh and her band is just very, very good. And so we're just humbled to be here on the same stage.
Well, they speak all speak very highly of you.
Well,
now, you've got
thank you.
more accordions than I have fingers.
Too many accordions
how many
because
do
I
you
don't know how
have?
to play any of them. But
How many do you have? You got a button accordion there.
The two button accordions, they both play a little different. One is Slovenian tuned and one is Nebraska Bohemian.
That's actually what I was thinking when you were playing them, yeah.
Concertina, piano accordion, and I might have a toy accordion back here somewhere, so we'll see how the
And how many
evening
more do you have at
progresses.
home?
0.
Okay, so you brought the arsenal.
I brought the arsenal, yeah. Brought the heavy hitters. So
Well, we're going to meet the rest of your band here in a moment, but tell us about tonight. What do you want to play for our viewers tonight?
Well, we're going to play a good mix. You know, the people that attend our gigs, come to our dances, know that we like to have fun and we enjoy each other's company. We're all like brothers, partners in crime here. And we're going to play a good mix, our roots, Czech roots. And we are also going to be playing some German stuff because we are very busy on the Oktoberfest scene, and we hope that we get to do that this year. And some Slovenian music as well as a Polish tune. So have all kinds of fun styles of polka ready to go tonight.
And we should mention Jim has been in education, music education, for 30 years, 10 years at Talmadge and Cook, Nebraska, and then 20 years at Waverly, and now you're starting at the largest middle school in Lincoln with Lincoln Public Schools. They're going to get quite a band teacher. You're coming in and...
well, we hope so.
Well, I think we're about to find out. We're about to find out. Let's let them play. Ladies and gentlemen, the Jim Kucera Band. This is Quarantine Tonight on News Channel Nebraska.
Thank you. Here we go with the Clover by the Water Polka. Here we go. 1, 2. Proč ten jeteliček roste u vody? Proč k nám můj hosiček, proč k nám nechodí? Snad k nám zase cestu najde, až ten jetokosu zajde. Ten jetel, jeteliček u vody. Sassastunaide Ash Then Yatakosuzaide Ya Tel Then Yetel Yetel Ichekubori Clover by the Water. Hope you enjoyed that there at home. Thank you for your applause. We hear you at home. Just kidding. We have more tunes coming up here for you. One more we know, and then we're already back to repeating. So sorry about that if you're thinking you're going to get a lot. As I say on gigs, tough crowd. All right, we're going to do a tune, a good German tune. This is called the Mulebauer Polka, one we recorded back in 2006. This tune we, in fact, open up our Oktoberfest gigs with when we play Oktoberfest, South Des Moines, Remsen, Iowa, all through South Dakota. Fun tune. The Mulebauer translation is the mill builder, builder of mills. And it's an accordion feature. What a great tune to have second, because how many of you knew that it was Accordion Appreciation Month? Did you guys know that? No. They're going to be jealous because they're going to think it should be tuba and drum appreciation month too. But it's that every month. It's drum appreciation and tuba. I have to agree because the accordion player usually stinks on this band. But anyway, here we go with the Mulebauer Polka. Here we go, guys. 1, 2. That's a good one. Hey, you bet. The Mulebauer polka. Hope you enjoyed that one at home as much as we do performing that one. We're going to send out some love here right now to our drummer's parents, Steve and Debbie Steger, and I know they've received a lot of love for the Happy Players Band, and that's another band. How about those kids?
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Yep.
What a great amount of talent on the stage when they play. I'm just really impressed, and keep it up, kids. We need more kids like that doing that because
The next generation.
Yeah, the next generation is right because
We're old.
yeah, we're old. I'm about done. I'm not kidding you. I'm about done. Man, there's gigs I go home and I'm in pain, man. I got ice for 5 days. Just kidding. But I'm getting old. But anyway, so we're going to do this for Steve and Debbie Steger. And Steve recorded this. Josh's dad, Steve, played tuba in the late, great Ernie Kucera band back in the day. And Steve recorded this song with Ernie. And of course, Josh's grandfather was Adolf Nimitz, who had a great band out of Prague as well. I remember them playing at Wilbur Sokol Hall when I was growing up. That Adolf Nimitz was one of my dad's favorite bands, along with Matt Slatke and Frank Kucera. So Josh has a lot of background with the polka music. So here we go for the Stegers, The Fisherman's Love. Here we go, 1, 2, 3. Weźmie mnie rybarzi na swoi lodyczku, szybity utahał, aż kiedyś rybiczku. Rybiczka je mala, wracajcie spadki. Vždy ta rybička, ta má život krátký. Rybička je malá, vrátírajte zpátky. Vždy ta rybička, ta má život krátký. Když rybka zabrala na zradnou uličku, řekla jsem rybarží o sladkou hubičku. Rybička zmižela, voda se zatočí. Rybár se zahledel do mých modré očí. Rybička zmižela, voda se zatočí. Rybár se zahledel do mých modré očí. The beautiful Fisherman's Love Waltz for you. You bet. Hope you enjoyed that. We're going to go back to polka time, and I forgot to mention, I even have it here on my notes, Josh's mom, Debbie, played trumpet with Adolf, her dad's band. So sorry about that, Debbie. Again, that was for the Stegers. Here we go with polka time. Changing it back to polka time. Going to give you a good tune. We're going to send out to Mr. Tim Bachnicek. He has a birthday coming up on Wednesday, so happy birthday, Timmy. Here we go with the Schmaltz polka. Schmaltz. Here we go. Give you 2, 1, 2. Oh, yeah! Fairway today! Hey, Tim, on the bass horn runs there, the Schmaltz.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Jim Kucera Band. Exactly what we were hoping for tonight. Let's dive into this here for a second on this stormy Monday night, which is going to provide relief and calm to a lot of Nebraskans. We have Jim over here, who graduated from Wilbur High School. We're going to get to this Mr. Steger in a second, but Tim on the other end was also same class at Wilbur.
So you're ahead of Jim. Yep.
You were okay. Got to get
1
up
year
on
older.
that.
I should have been with them,
1
but
year
I
older.
wasn't.
1 year older. Okay,
Yep.
so Tim actually works in Columbus now, works and lives in Columbus from Wilbur. So you two were kind of troublemakers in the Wilbur. I mean, I got to tell this story. I just got to tell the story a little bit.
I'll
So-
let Tim work on the story.
So,
I'm
yeah,
out.
Tim and I were
See
talking-
everyone. Thank you. Good night.
So
I'm done.
back in 1984, not that we're reaching back a ways, but there was this disagreement over what band uniforms you were supposed to wear. You were an alum at that point.
Yes.
At the Wilbur Czech Festival, and you weren't having any part of the green and white, according.
Very fond of the school colors. You know, go Wolverines. I'm all about that. But the tradition always was that the Wilbur High School band for Czech days wore the traditional Czech outfits and marched in the parade. And the band teacher at that time thought we should wear our school colors instead of those outfits. And a few of us didn't agree with that decision.
You wanted
so
to be in the traditional Czech.
We wanted to be in the traditional Czech outfits and play the traditional Czech music. I believe they were even going to play the school songs instead of, polka music. So
You were like the opposite of Footloose. I mean, at the same time that this is happening,
Yeah,
you were fighting to get back to the tradition.
yes, we were.
And so
So-
what did you do to
so,
rebel?
So we, a group of us, alumni and Jim and a few others decided that we wanted to learn a few polkas and have a band on a float as kind of a way to keep that tradition going. So we put that together, and we played in the Czech Days Parade for 2 days. It was a great experience. We practiced in my parents' basement for several hours, and
It was essentially a protest.
yeah, and I hate to use that word in the times we're in now,
Well,
but that's
true.
what it was, yeah. So,
It was a band of protest.
it was a band protest, as wild as band protests can be, I suppose.
And look what happened. Since 1984, how many gigs have you two been in and played together? A few hundred?
Yeah, too
1,000
many
plus?
for this guy.
Yeah, let's count gigs and not pivos.
Well, I tell you what
Good
we're going to do. We're going to
idea.
get to counting those gigs in a second. But first, let's go ahead and get a look at the latest news and that stormy forecast. We've got some really serious weather moving through north central Nebraska right now. Chief Meteorologist Jeff Fox has all the details. No rain and hail yet at the undisclosed location, but gosh, if you are in north central Nebraska extending back into Custer County, that's some really tough weather tonight. We'll keep you updated on that. And then as you heard, Jeff Fox was saying how miserable tomorrow is going to be with all that wind, some wind gusts in excess of 60 miles an hour, which, as you know, is enough to cause some serious damage. So there's the weather picture right now from the undisclosed location where we celebrate 2 very large power poles and a cell phone tower. That is storm clouds at the undisclosed location. You guys found it good, but you can't tell anybody where it is.
No, right, yes.
I was offering to put it up for bids afterwards.
Yeah. Well, you might get
Just kidding,
$5 from some guy in Grand Island, but that's about
Just
it.
kidding.
That's a pretty picture, isn't it? Wow, look at that. You can see, I don't know what those border boxes around it are, but they're kind of cool. Hey, let's go ahead and check Mike's mailbag tonight. We are getting so many notes, and I tell you what, tonight we're fulfilling a lot of requests by having the Jim Kucera Band here because we had a lot of people say, you got to get this guy in the show. Here's Bill from Columbus. He likes the Quarantine Tonight program. He watches every night for at least a portion. He's pleased to see so many talented people perform. The variety of the programs is quite impressive, even if not all of them are his favorites. During this pandemic, it's very nice to be able to watch a variety show, to get away from listening to all the controversies that are aired on TV. Again, thanks for having the show, and I hope you will be able to continue to get sponsors so the show can continue. Thank you, Bill from Columbus. We appreciate it. Here's Mary from Roca. This is her go-to channel. She's blessed and privileged to start her day with Father Joe and Mass and then end it with Quarantine Tonight. Well, thank you, Mary. I really enjoy all the talented musicians, especially the boys from Fremont. What has it been about those Fremont boys? Again, many thanks. Thanks, Mary from Roca. Next up, Rich and Cheryl from Norfolk. Cheryl and I enjoyed the Duffy Ballarat Orchestra on May 29th. Likes NCN for all the efforts to obtain these quality broadcasts, including the evening entertainment and the extra weekend rebroadcasts. Your entertainment puts many smiles on our faces. Well, thank you, Rich and Cheryl. Keep up the good work yourself. Thanks for watching. You can always, please, send us a note so we get this quality entertainment like tonight. Tell us who you like. You can send it to this address right on your screen there, 214 North 7th Street in Norfolk. Or, even easier, you can go to our webpage by going to www.newschannelnebraska, all written out, one long word, .com. And I'll show you when you get to the web page exactly where you go. We're going to, it only takes like 2 minutes to take our survey, but it's a way for you to electronically do it. Here's the web page. You get on it. Okay, there you go. You go to watch. See it right there? I just circled it. Then you drop down and you say, Quarantine Tonight Survey. That's right. And here it is. It's just this easy, and it's really short. And the questions are like, do you watch every night, once a week, twice a month? What do you watch on over-the-air antenna or stream through our website? Or what kind of music do you like? Country, polka, instrumental, older rock? You can check them all, I guess, if you want. And then you give us a little rating, and then you tell us what you think, and then give us some information about who you are, and we will do our best to accomplish this. And as you might imagine, we're really pushing this now because this undisclosed location is going to have a wedding here, and we have to vacate. So we have to figure out, A, where to go and what to do with this program. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I told you we had a boy from Fremont here. Mr. Steger over here, the young Mr. Steger. Your first name again?
Josh.
Josh Steger. This is Mr. Steger, the teacher's son, who now lives in Aurora?
Yep.
How did you go from Fremont to Aurora?
Oh, that's a long story.
Was it a girl?
It was.
It always is a girl.
It was a girl, yep.
Is she still with you?
No, not anymore.
That's too bad. Well,
But it's
you like
all right.
Aurora.
I love it. It's a nice town.
That is a very nice town.
Yeah,
Very
so-
clean town.
Yep.
And they got their act together down there.
Oh, yeah.
And they're really good at science.
Yeah.
Are you into science?
No.
You should
No,
be.
I'm just strictly music. Music and cars.
Do you
That's
teach
my thing.
music?
No. I was going to, but partied too much in college and just didn't get my.
Well, you've been
didn't
in
get
the
my
Jim
button
Kucera
gear.
band too long. It's okay. There's still time. But you're in Aurora, loving life, and
Wilbur Rebel steered you wrong, didn't we?
yeah, these Wilbur Rebels. Well, tell us, you've been in the band for how long?
Oh, I would say probably roughly 12, 13 years.
My
So,
gosh, you don't
yeah.
look that old.
I'm 30. I don't look like it, but I'm 30.
You've been in it since you were 17?
Yeah, or probably even younger, maybe junior high.
My
I've been playing
goodness.
since I was 5. I've been playing drums.
You've been in
po-
polka since you
and
were
polka
5
bands
too,
since
I
was
bet.
5. Yep. I played a gig with my grandpa, Nemitz, down in Oklahoma City when I was about 6 or 7.
Where do you
for-
find these people, Jim?
Well, I became acquainted with Josh way back. He was in 6th or 7th grade. We were playing at the Kolach Corner, the old Kolach Corner in Prague, which was on the north side of the street. And Josh, Mark Nimitz, his uncle, who runs that cafe, would bring in different accordion players every Friday night, and you would use whoever Mark had set up for drums and tuba. And usually it was Mark's brother, Jim, on tuba, and Josh played drums. And that's how I became acquainted with Josh's drum and what he could do. And I remember working with him when he was in 6th, 7th grade, like I said. And man, it was like, wow, what talent here. So.
Well, it's great to have you. Last time I was in Prague, I had a big Bulacek.
Yep.
You know what that is?
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like a $2 32-ounce beer. That's
You only had one.
yeah, that's the normal size in Prague, though. I was there with a gal by the name, a friend of mine, Carol Coranda. You might know her. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Jim Kucera Band on News Channel Nebraska.
There goes my baby with someone new. She sure looks happy, I sure am blue. She was my baby till he stepped in. Goodbye to romance that might have been. Bye-bye love, bye-bye happiness. Hello loneliness, think I'm gonna cry. Bye-bye love, bye-bye sweet caress. Hello emptiness, feel like I could die. Bye-bye my love, goodbye. I'm through with romance, I'm through with love, I'm through with counting the stars above. And here's a reason that I'm so free. My loving baby is through with me. Bye-bye love, bye-bye happiness. Hello loneliness, think I'm gonna cry. Bye-bye love, bye-bye sweet caress. Hello emptiness, feel like I could die. Bye-bye my love, goodbye. Bye-bye love for you, a tune that we recorded back in 2006 with the full band. Funny story on that one, how that came to be a polka in our library. It was right after the movie Ray, about Ray Charles. Of course, that's an Everly Brothers tune, but that song was in the movie Ray, about Ray Charles, and we were running a family errand once. It was a Saturday morning. Why I remember this, I don't know, because I won't remember what I was supposed to get at the grocery store 5 minutes ago. My wife, Deb, will tell you that. But anyway, it's called getting old. But anyway, we were driving along, and my son, Zach, this song came on, and my son, Zach, said, "You know, Dad, that would be a good polka." And it was born here into the Jim Kucera. We put it in the Jim Kucera Band Library. So a little story on that one. We're going to change pace. Going to give you a tune. We're going to feature Tim on the bass horn solo. Tuba Tim down there on the end. This is a tune from the late, great Norm Edelbeck. Norm Edelbeck was a band leader out of Wisconsin. He just passed away here in March, I believe. This is one of his tunes, probably one of his more popular tunes. Everybody plays this one, called Dig That Crazy, Crazy Oompa Man. Here we go. 1, 2. Dick, that crazy, crazy Oompa man, he's called the Oompa man. When he oops that Oompa-pa, Dick, that crazy man. Ba-da-doompas, ba-da-da-da-doompa-pa, Dick, that crazy sound. Now hold me tight and squeeze me right as we dance around. Crazy, crazy Oompa man, he's called the Oompa man. When he oops that Oompa-pa, Dick, that crazy man. Ba-da-doompas, ba-da-da-da-doompa-pa, Dick, that crazy sound. Now hold me tight and squeeze me right as we dance around. Dig that crazy, crazy Oompa man. Tim on the bass horn. Make sure you're plotting for him back home now, okay? Those of you that understand Czech, yet that he hits in here in this secret location. A little warm, boy, I tell you.
A little
You guys
toasty.
warm? Yeah, a little
bit.
toasty.
That's warm. That's okay.
Gonna have to drink the good stuff later.
Yeah.
Changing the pace to waltz time. I'm going to give you a Frank Kucera waltz after I take a drink of water. Frank Kucera, the late great Frank Kucera. If you ever had a chance to talk, visit with Frank, the nicest guy you could ever meet. He never spoke ill of anyone, you know. Very supportive of the young generation, very caring. Very, had a lot of empathy for people. Just a downright good guy. You can't find many people like that. And, you know, when I grew up, I want to be like Frank. Frank was a great man, and you never heard a musician that played with Frank speak ill of him. You know, none of this, you're only worth this much, so I'm going to pay you this, things like that. He was just a solid individual. We're going to play, this is off of the first album of Frank Kucera and the Boys, the beautiful Linden Tree Waltz, Linden Tree. 3 times, boys, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Starolipo stavala mala lavička Nespokolo, starej lípy, rostou jen věže růžové. Nespokolo, starej lípy, rostou jen věže růžové. Láskou spolu se vrátím stále na to místo bohužel mé. S láskou spolu se vrátím stále na to místo bohužel mé. The Linden Tree Waltz for those of you at home. And of course, we ended with the old Matt Slatke, who I started playing with, the old Stinger by Matt at the end. The Linden Tree Waltz. Going to change accordions here, get the piano accordion off, and go back to the button box. What do you think? Go to Rory?
Let's go to Rory.
All right. Move the mics, Chad. We are going to go to polka time. We have requests. I want to send this song out. We want to send this out to all of our friends from the Kansas area. We have a lot of friends. And, you know, when we started the band back in 84, 85, and on down the road, the people of Kansas, Belleville, Cuba, Pilsen, they were most supportive, wanted us to succeed, and they still want us to do well, and they still love to come to our dances and perform. Of course, we missed our annual shindig down in Pilsen back in April, which we would have seen all of these folks at. So sorry we missed that. We're going to do this for the Boxas, the Rudolphs, the Holubs, the Vinduskas. Of course, we played for their anniversary dance back in '86 down in Pilsen. Frank Svitak, the Lovendals, and Merle just had a birthday not that long ago. So all of our good friends from Kansas, here we go with a good Czech tune. I know you all like this one down that area. This is the Roaring Mountains polka, Roaring Mountains. Here we go, give you two, 1, 2. Zahučeli hory, zahučeli lesy. Kam jste se poděli, kam jste se poděli, moje mladé časy. Kam jste se poděli, kam jste se poděli, moje mladé časy. Moje mladé časy neužili krásy. Moje mladé léta neužila světa. Moje mladé léta neužila světa. Hey, the Roaring Mountains polka for you, you bet. That's a good one. That is a good one. Looks like we have time for one more, so let's go concertina. I am gonna change accordion again. Hang on.
Again.
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 Papers, Krauts.
I don't even know. I feel bad for these guys on gigs because it's like, which accordion? I'll sometimes look and like, okay, brain fart, which accordion? Which accordion? Which
The
accordion?
biggest thing is, what do we play? What do we play?
Yeah.
Tim picks a song. Nope, wrong accordion. So we got to pick a different song.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, Josh and I never changed instruments. I don't know.
Oh, you don't know any of
Yeah,
them.
I don't get that. We got to work on that. And also, you know, what is also something else I've noticed tonight? I'm a little more organized. Usually, I'm looking for words
Or music.
for music through 5 folders. And
The
yeah,
polka music's in the waltz book. And the,
polka
and the
music in the waltz book.
the
I don't know
waltz
how
words
that
are
gets
in
there.
I don't, yep.
Yeah.
You know, you would think the operator
The polka gremlins.
would put it in the right place. But anyway,
Music room.
these guys put up with so much. I'm not kidding you. Dear Lord. All right, here we go. Concertina time. This is the New California polka. New California. Here we go. 1, 2. California.
Sounds so good. Thank you so much. This is the Jim Kucera Band, and so you sing in Czech sometimes. Did I hear that when I walked in? Do you know the language? Did you grow up learning Czech?
You know, growing up, my dad was the manager of the Wilbur Soka Hall. Man, when I was in elementary school, this is like 50 years ago, 45 years ago, every wedding and anniversary had a polka band. There was a polka band at the Soka Hall for a wedding anniversary 3 times a weekend.
Oh.
Yeah.
So if you're getting married, you were just kind of...
And I remember the first time somebody had a DJ for an anniversary, and my dad said, this is going to affect polka music big time. This is the beginning of the end, he told me. I remember him telling that vividly, and it was shortly after that you didn't see polka bands for every wedding and anniversary anymore.
But you grew up probably going with your folks.
Oh, yeah, I hear the words, I hear the music, and learn to sing it. I have no clue what I'm saying. That's probably good because I can just say, sorry.
And it was, Tim, you grew up in Wilbur. Was that your experience too?
It was. Unfortunately, about the only Czech language I remember are the curse words that my grandfather used to use with me. But
when you got in trouble?
Yeah, when I got in trouble, yeah. So, but I was around it. I can't speak it either. So my grandparents and my mom would speak it to each other, and I think they did it a lot of times so us kids didn't know what they were saying.
So how are you handling this whole summer without the Wilbur Czech Festival? They canceled it for this year, postponed it to next year.
It's going to be tough on the town for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of the businesses that depend on that weekend. Really that week, it's more than a weekend now. It's, people start coming in the week before and setting up shop, and, they're selling kolaches and things a lot, and it'll be difficult for sure. But Wilbur's a resilient community. The Czechs are a resilient bunch, and they'll bounce back just like they always do.
Yeah, well, that's a good way to look at it. Ladies and gentlemen, the Jim Kucera Band doing a great job here on News Channel Nebraska. That instability in our weather across the state still causing problems. We got more severe weather to talk about. Chief Meteorologist Jeff Fox has the latest. Welcome back to Quarantine Tonight on this stormy Monday night. If you think tonight's stormy, wait until you see tomorrow with those winds up to 60 miles an hour. So you can tell it's early June in Nebraska. Ladies and gentlemen, they've changed. They had a wardrobe change. You can see they're wearing the polos with lederhosen. And then where did you get these snappy German hats?
Des Moines Oktoberfest wanted us to add hats and lederhosen, and of course lederhosen aren't cheap. They were happy, very happy at the polos. They love them. In fact, they wanted to sell polos with the lederhosen, and I said, how about throwing in the hats for us? We play for 10,000 people there every year when we play, and they said, done. So.
Yeah, you look the part. Those are legit hats. You even got the feather on the side. Show the feather off. That's nice. Is that a feather you added, or?
No, I was on there.
It came from the hat. That's
Yes.
a Des Moines feather. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the Jim Kucera Band, they've gone German now on News Channel Nebraska. This is Quarantine Tonight, brought to you by University of Nebraska Medical Center. Take it away.
Thank you, Mike. We're going to play some music here to start this third set off that we do play at Oktoberfest. And, of course, that is a big thing that we do now, our niche. This is going out to all of our friends that we play for Oktoberfest for, all the folks in Des Moines, the thousands of people we play for over there. Also going out to Remsen, Iowa, beautiful community. Had the opportunity to play that Oktoberfest this past year. And then we always play over at Watertown, South Dakota for Oktoberfest and Sioux Falls. So this is going out to all of our friends in the Oktoberfest locations. Here we go with a tune we recorded on our last CD, Festival Time. This is the Beer Garden Polka Medley. You might know some of these songs, and we're going to be listening to see if you are participating at home. We are going to know, all right? So here we go, Beer Garden Medley. 1, 2. Sunday afternoon, I was driving through a town, and all I had to spend was $1. I walked into a bar just to have a little drink, and you could hear that bartender holler, no beer today, no beer today. You can't buy beer on Sunday. No beer today, no beer today. You've gotta come around on a Monday. Roll out the barrel, we'll have a barrel of fun. Roll out the barrel, we've got the blues on the run. Sing, boom, torero, sing out a song of good cheer. Now's the time to roll the barrel, for the gang's all here. Heaven, there is no beer. That's why we drink it here. When we're gone from here, our friends will be drinking all the beer. Help us out, la 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 la. Help us out, TV land, la 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 la. Louder, la 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 la. La 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 la. Hey, the beer garden medley. We could hear you.
I can hear him.
I could hear him too.
Do you?
Prost.
Yeah, Prost.
Yeah.
Ein Prosit.
Drink 'em
Yes.
and drink 'em.
Drink 'em and drink 'em, you betcha, baby. We have more fun polka time for you. This one we're going to send out to my son and his fiance. We have a big wedding coming up in the family on Saturday. We add two to the family, Rebecca Hammer, and her son Landon. We're grandparents already. And funny story about this one. Landon, yesterday I was in charge of watching Landon for a short bit. And I said, Landon, bring a couple cars downstairs. We're going to go to the basement. Papa needs to practice. So I got to this one, was practicing and singing it, and he said, wait a minute, hide and seek? I said, yeah. So I taught him the words, and he was singing along with me. Landon was, and so this is, I think, his favorite polka now. We're also going to do it for good friends of ours that follow us on the SDPV video that I was doing from middle of March to the middle of May. I still can't get over the popularity of that. I'm humbled. And so many people, thousands and thousands of people. We had people from Canada to Texas to Connecticut, New York, California, Oregon, watching our videos. The Czech Republic. I'm humbled. So thank you. We do have a special SDPV I've had done for over a week. I'm gonna release it later this week yet, so be watching for that. So if you're not on the Jim Kucera Band Facebook page, why not?
There you go.
That's the only way you can see these SDPVs, am I right?
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah, the only way. They even played on a couple of them with me.
Only a
So
couple.
only a couple. They play, yeah, only a couple. Was it only two?
That was
I
enough.
think so.
We did a live
can only
feed. That
count-
was enough, they
that was
said.
enough.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can only count to 2.
You can only count to 2. Well, that's what band directors can do too. I don't know.
No, you can count to
Anyway, going to send this out to those people down at the first area where I taught my first 11 years of teaching, Gary and Marion Anderson. They were faithful watchers of the SDPV, social distancing polka video, as well as the Butt family, Gordon and Delta, and their children, Paul, Michelle, Rachel, and John. Taught all those great kids down in Cook. Here we go. Apples, peaches, pumpkin pie. Landon, make sure you're singing now, all right? Apples, peaches, pumpkin pie. 1, 2. Apples, peaches, pumpkin pie. Who's not ready? Holler I. Let's all play hide and seek. Apples, peaches, pumpkin pie. Who's not ready? Holler I. Let's all play hide and seek. Over here, over there, we're everywhere. First we're over here, and then we're over there. Over here, over there, we're everywhere. Let's all play hide and seek. Oh, apples, peaches, pumpkin pie. Who's not ready? Holler I. Let's all play hide and seek. Oh, apples, peaches, pumpkin pie. Who's not ready? Holler I. Let's all play hide and seek. Over here, over there, we're everywhere. Josh is over here, and Tuba Tim is over there. Over here, over there, we're everywhere. Let's all play hide and seek. Apples, peaches. Hope you enjoyed that at home. You bet. Apples, peaches. Good old party tune for you. I'm going to give you more polka time. Jim is thirsty.
I'll drink to that. Yeah, roast. There we go.
Prost.
Click them and drink them. Please don't click.
No,
Wishful thinking.
they don't clink very well. Going to send this out to folks in the Czech Republic. Had a foreign exchange student at Waverly this past year. His name was Vít Žebra. Had him drum in the jazz band for the first semester. Very good drummer, and he came over to our house one night last summer, right before school started. The other kids brought him over to introduce us, and we were talking about Czech brass bands, and mentioned the Moravanka, and I said, hey man, I have something that you're gonna like. So I went down to my CD collection and pulled out some Moravanka, and he said, Here's my favorite one. He started singing Vysoki Yalovets, the tall evergreen polka. So we're going to send this out to Vít and his grandmother Marie. She watches the SDPVs as well. So here we go for Vít Jabra and his grandmother Marie over in the Czech Republic, the tall evergreen polka. All right, here we go. 1, 2. Wysoki Jalovec, wysoki jako ja, wszystko co mam ila, rovina nohama, ja hodně přeskočím, já se ráda točím, na tebe šohajku, zapomenout musím. Vysoký jalovec, vysoký jako já, všechno, co mám milá, rovina nohama, já ho nepřeskočím, já se ráda točím, na tebe šohajku, zapomenout musím. Vazahiko zu vazahiko si utrna, ona se jí v noci ona se jí v noci utrla, vysoký jalovec, vysoký jako já, všechno, co mám milá, romina nohama, já ho nepřeskočím, já se ráda točím, na tebe šohajku, zapomenout musím. Vysoky Jalovec, the tall evergreen, you bet. What are we doing? We're going to do? All right. I have to change accordion again. And the hat is making me hot. How about you guys? We might have to lose it for the fourth set. I don't know. We'll see, Tim says.
Wear it backwards. Maybe that'll be.
Hey, wear it backwards. That's an idea.
Yeah.
This is little waltzing time when I pick up my accordion. Little German waltzing time. We call this the German Waltz Medley.
Or in German, it's doo-doo.
Doo-doo, yes. Doo-doo. Here you go. 1, 2, 3. liegt mir im Sinn. Du, machst mir viel Schmerzen, weiß nicht, wie gut ich dir bin. Ja, weiß nicht, wie gut ich dir bin. Ja, weiß nicht, wie gut ich dir bin. Du liegt mir im Herzen, du liegt mir im Sinn, du machst mir viel Schmerzen, weiß nicht, wie gut ich dir bin. Ja, weiß nicht, wie gut ich dir bin. Weiß nicht, wie gut ich dir bin. Ach, der liebe Augustin, ach, der liebe Augustin, alles ist hin. Geld ist weg, Mara ist weg, alles weg, alles weg. Ach, der liebe Augustin, alles ist hin. Oh, my dearest Augustine, oh, my dearest Augustine, everything's gone. Money's gone, girls are gone, everything. Oh, my dearest Augustine, everything's gone. Help us out now. Ja, weiß nicht, wie gut ich dir bin.
Well, you guys must be doing something right, because even our sound guy, who's from Barneston, you know where that's at, in Gage County, he seems to know all the words. And you have two unidentified fans that have shown up here that are related to your Kansas band.
Oh my gosh.
I know. We're bringing them in from all over. You're going to meet them off stage here in just a second. Ladies and gentlemen, I know it's been a long day, and some of you are dealing with some pretty bad storms tonight, so we want you to be safe. We're going to get you all the information we can about where those storms are, extending from Broken Bow up to Ainsworth, Atkinson, mostly in north central Nebraska. If you think tonight's bad, wait until tomorrow, because it's going to be cooler, but it's going to be a mess. Rain and winds up to 65 miles an hour. Now, the Jim Kucera Band is entertaining tonight, and we know there are a lot of people smiling, because if you read the mail like I do, they like the polkas, they like the waltzes, they like the German music, and you're hitting those all. So, and we've got some real credentialed folks here. We got Wilbur native, son of a band guy in Fremont that it raised you right on polka from the moment you were born, right? I mean, the Steger family has not only produced polka, but you actually produced the high school polka band, the Happy Players, which they've been on here a couple times. So you got where does this polka love come from?
It's all about the Czech heritage.
Yeah. And you're embedding yourselves in music education all over the state, so you're multiplying.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Literally, because you've been in music education for 30 years.
Yeah.
Can you inspire a lot of kids to get into?
You know, when I was at Waverly, these past 19 years, we'd have a big band dance, which was our fundraiser to support the jazz band financially, because we never did have a jazz band budget. So we had to put on a dance every year. And one of the things I told the kids, we're going to play a polka set.
What did their eyes do?
And I had arranged a polka set for them, and they loved it. They loved it more than anything else. Every year when it would get close to that dance time, when are we doing the polka? When are you bringing your accordion? When are we doing the polka? So
And of
it
course,
was
you're
cool.
in northern Lancaster County there. You're
Right.
not far from Saunders and Butler and
Right, and of course, Waverly, Matt Slatke, the late, great Matt Slatke, who I started to play with back when I was 13 years old, hailed from
Waverly.
Waverly, so
it's a small world, isn't it?
it is.
And
Comes
then-
full circle.
And then Tim, you're in Columbus, which there's been a lot of Columbus bands roll through this stage here,
Yes, there
but
has.
that's a polka town.
It is.
So when you got there, you probably felt pretty at ease. Of course, you're not far from Clarkson either.
No, there's a lot of good Czech heritage around here, Clarkson and Howells and all those areas up there. Lots of good Czech names, and
Yeah.
even in Columbus, there's been a lot of great bands, and I've heard quite a few. And it gets in your blood. It's one of those musics that
It's contagious.
it's contagious. It gets in your blood, and you know we'd play for 10 people, or we'd play for, like Jim said, 10,000 people. We don't care.
Or you play in your garage.
Or we play in the garage.
Yes, we do.
we just love to play, and it gets in your blood, and it's something that you just have a good time playing.
Tell me about this machine here you've got. How old is it?
Oh boy. Well, I bought this probably. Well, this horn was originally brand new. Was played by the University of Nebraska marching band back in the 80s,
Okay.
and I bought it from Dietz Music. They traded out all their horns in 1980, about 5 or 6. They traded them all out, got brand new ones, and they put all their used ones on sale. I paid $400 for this horn. This is about a $3,000 or $4,000 piece of equipment. Bought it brand new now.
What is it with musicians? Once you get attached to your instrument, you're not trading it out. Like I had
Well-
guys in here that say, I bought this back in 1965 at Tom's
Well,
Music House.
It's
and
like musical instruments are something that if you take care of them, do a little maintenance, and they'll last forever. And some of those older horns, they don't make them like that anymore, and they play better, they just sound better, they operate better. They're just great tools to have.
It's an investment.
yeah.
So
Broadcasters, you get one mic, you've seen them all. I mean, they hand you a new mic. We don't hoard mics, anything like that, like you musicians do. Look at your button accordions. I mean, half of those could be in the Wilbur Historical Society.
This one, I bought, this is my first button accordion. I mean, I've had that since I was 13. I'm 54 now.
Bought that in Wilbur?
No, Rudy Fiala was his name. He sold them out of his basement. This is a long time.
Is he from Howells?
He's from Lincoln.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Fialas up there. All right, so we're just getting all into stuff here. Let's take a quick break. We've got more polka coming up. We're going to 10 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Mountain. We're having fun. Stay safe. There's a lot of storms out there. We'll have more right after this.
The shock.
Okay, there we
Mike,
go.
you
There's
wanna
our
talk?
storm clouds.
Hi, everybody. I'm the filler until Mike comes back. All right.
This is the official storm clouds outside of the quarantine tonight undisclosed location. You can see things are getting not as bad as they are in north central Nebraska here. So you obviously figured out we're not in Brown or Cherry or Holt counties. We are here at Quarantine Tonight with the Jim Kucera Band, and I really want to make a push for this. If you're enjoying his music and you like the polka music that Jim and his band are doing, you can buy CDs from him, and there's 2 ways to do that. One, you can find him on Facebook at the Jim Kucera Band. That's Kucera Band on Facebook, and ironically, he was just saying that's how a lot of people book the band is they go on Facebook. But if you go on there and you send him a message in Facebook Messenger, he'll make arrangements for you because you write some songs. You've got a lot of original music in there. That's a good way to get a hold of you, especially if you want to maybe buy a CD. And if you have a couple different CDs, don't you?
We have 5 different CDs. Yeah.
Oh, like give me some examples. He's got them maybe with him. Oh, look at this. Here we
The
go.
latest one is the Festival Time CD.
The Festival Time CD, and celebrating 30 years plus with songs like Bean Polka, Beer Garden Polka Medley, Southern Sun Polka, Oompa Man Polka. Did I say that right?
Yeah, we played that one, yeah.
Guacamole Polka, Pour Me Little Waltz. Look at that. So you can get one of these. What do these cost?
With shipping, $13.
$13, and you can get it there. And
Money well spent.
so you've got 5 different CDs. Do you have like a Christmas CD at all? Anything like that?
No, we don't. But I'm thinking about recording another one here in the next year or so and throwing in a Christmas song or 2 on that. So.
Oh, that'd be great. Well, you can find him there, or you can send him an email. I'm going to put your email up real quick. Of course, you got to squint there a little bit. It's Jim Kucera Band at hotmail.com. Well, let's leave that up on the screen so that if you're at home and you're enjoying the music, you can write that down. You can talk to Jim directly, and you can make a deal to get one of these very cool CDs. And we know there's a lot of people out there that say, I don't want to go on iTunes. I don't want to go on. Just tell me how to get a CD, and this is how you do it. So
Awesome.
we can get it arranged for you. Oh, okay. Well, hey, this is awesome. So Jim Kucera Band, thank you so much. This is your last set. Anything that we can expect here that's going to be exciting in the last couple songs?
Good party tunes.
Good party tunes. All right, well, I'll get out of the way. Let's do this. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
We're going to do this one for Frank and Diane Sidlick in Omaha, as well as John Franson. John and Frank played trumpets on this recording where we recorded this tune, Ice Cubes and Beer. And I think Tim has a special request for Ice Cubes and well, don't you, Tim?
I do. I have a very special request from my cousin Sherry Abraham Hauser in Colorado. She's a special education teacher in Colorado, does a fantastic job with those kids, and this is one of her favorite tunes. So, Cousin Sherry, this one's for you.
Here we go, Ice Cubes. 1, 2. Gather around, friends, gather around, and I will try to sing you this happy song, a song about my girlfriend, and I love her dear. All that she drinks is ice cubes and beer. Ice cubes and beer, boys, ice cubes and beer. All that she drinks is ice cubes and beer. She is my girlfriend, and I love her dear. Oh, but what a crazy drink, those ice cubes and beer. She don't like candy, she don't like cake. She don't like ice cream, she don't like steak. She don't like fur coats or nylon sheer. Oh, but what a crazy drink, those ice cubes and beer. Ice cubes and beer, boys, ice cubes and beer. All that she drinks is ice cubes and beer. She is my girlfriend and I love her dear. Oh, but what a crazy drink, those ice cubes and beer. Soon we'll get married and settle down in a small cottage not far from town. I'll do the cooking and I'll make it nice. So you drink the beer, hun, but lay off the ice. Ice cubes and beer, boys, ice cubes and beer. All that she drinks is ice cubes and beer. She is my girlfriend and I love her dear. Oh, but what a crazy drink, those ice cubes and beer. Everybody, ice cubes and beer, boys, ice cubes and beer. All that she drinks is ice cubes and beer. She is my girlfriend and I love her dear. Oh, but what a crazy drink, those ice cubes and beer. Ice cubes and beer, you betcha. That's a good one. Hope you enjoyed that at home. Hope you got up out of your chair and danced around the living room a little bit. We have probably our most popular tune off of that new CD up here for you right now. This one got on the latest CD, the one that Mike was holding up, by accident. We were just kind of going through tunes, rehearsing and everything, and the guys said, how about if we throw this one on the CD? It wasn't even planned. So we had some extra studio time available, so we threw it on the CD. We recorded it first. Then we put it together, and it's like, you know what? It might work okay. And gosh darn, it's like the most favorite tune on the CD, most requested tune. It's the craziest thing. We're going to do this for all of the alum students at Waverly. When this song, all the students I taught, when this CD got released, it was amazing. I know that one student bought it, and all of a sudden, the whole band department, all the kids in band, high school band, had the recording of this song. I don't know how that happened. We had some pirating going on or something. I don't know. But anyway, just kidding you. Anyway, so we're doing it for all of the students, the alum at Waverly, that I had the pleasure and honor of teaching. Great kids, and I'm going to miss them a great deal. This was a favorite of theirs. We need to send this out to the Berries in Waverly, Shannon, Jay, JT, also for Emily and Jake Standage. I better hear you guys yelling all the way from Waverly. And these people will know who they are. We're going to send it out to the rowdies that go to our gigs when Loma was open, when we played at Loma, Valparaiso, and everything. They would get into this tune quite a bit, won't they?
Oh, yeah.
So, anyway, Guacamole. Here we go. 1, 2. I met her at the Mercado. She was buying avocados, and man, she really turned me on. She reached for my pepper, I grabbed her tomatoes, and I knew it wouldn't be very long. She walked to the mesa, I got me a cerveza, I picked up the onions and lemon. The way she looked at me, that I could barely see, I knew it wouldn't be very long. Guacamole, guacamole, we'd be making guacamole all night long. Guacamole, 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 we'd be making guacamole all night long. She headed for the line, and I fell in right behind. And man, she sure looks good to me. She reached for her money. I said, wait a minute, honey, I believe this one is on me. She got in my pickup, we started to back up. We headed on down the road. We went to mi casa at Tortillas de Masa and made guacamole all night long. Guacamole, guacamole, we'd be making guacamole all night long. Guacamole, guacamole, we'd be making guacamole all night long. Guacamole all night long. Guacamole, guacamole, we be making guacamole all night long. Guacamole for ya. Hope you enjoyed that one at home as well. Should we do Baby Doll? Is that what you have?
For saddle horse.
I gotta change the chord.
Looks like baby doll.
Here we go with.
Told you. I told you.
See,
I told you.
it's a problem. It is.
Tim said doesn't do that one. I said I gotta stay on this accordion now. It's all warmed up. You know, the accordions just play different.
All right.
You believe that, right?
Something like that.
Yeah, they believe it. We're going to do, this is a good old Frankie Yankovic tune. This is the Baby Doll polka, Baby Doll. We need to do this. I checked my phone during the last break, and my predecessor at Waverly, very, very good friend of mine, Mr. Ron Dalton, sent me a message, said he was watching, so I appreciate that. Hey, please send us messages. Go ahead, comment on the video feed. We'll watch it when we get home, and look for your comments and continue sending Facebook messages and everything. We appreciate it. You're all too kind. Thank you so much. Here we go, Baby Doll Polka. 1, 2. Baby Doll Polka. We usually don't end it that way. I just guessed, and we played it right. It was like, what is going on? We're thinking alike. That is awfully scary. Awfully scary. We're going to do, looks like we have time for a tune before we do our theme song. So we're going to do you want to do the Rainbow Mountain Waltz in time? Let's do a short waltz. This is a tune that was composed by Jim Dorschner, the late Jim Dorschner. And his dad, Ray Dorschner, played this on the button box. Jim composed it for his dad to play on the button box. And we lost both of the Dorschners within the past year. Ray was about this time last year. We lost Ray Dorschner, the great leader of the Rainbow Valley Dutchman. I've said it before at gigs, and I'll say it again, the best band there was. It was amazing, the musicianship and what they did. And Jim, his son, who was amazing tuba player, probably the best as well, he passed away suddenly in August, right before school started, and he was a band teacher up in Wisconsin. So we're going to play this waltz, memory of those guys, and we're going to send it to a good friend, Tim Morrissey from Connecticut, who is now in Connecticut. He recorded this song with Ray Dorschner on the tuba, the Rainbow Mountain Waltz. Here we go. 1, 2. right, Rainbow Mountain wants some time for you. Mike, do we have time for our theme song? You bet. We're going to give you our theme song right now. Thank you again, everyone that wrote in, sent in comments asking for us to play here on Quarantine Show on News Channel Nebraska. We really appreciate it. Again, we're humbled to be in the same stage with so many great musicians and bands that played here, and continue to stay up to date on happenings with the Jim Kucera Band on Facebook, and continue watching this show. Give it your support, all right? Keep sending love your way, and we appreciate it very much. God bless. Here we go with our theme song. This is the Praha Polka. One block and key change. One block, key change. Here we go. 1, 2. Gonna send this one out to my wife, Deb. Thanks for your support, Deb. Love you, hon. We'll see you in a little bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Jim Kucera Band did such a great job tonight. Thank you all on behalf of all of our viewers for your talents and for sharing them. We got to get these guys back on the road before the rain hits. I've got a little picture to show you here. If you can see outside on the truck, it is a little stormy where we're at, so we hope that everybody stays safe tonight. We'll have a detailed update on that forecast coming up. Tomorrow night, Stephen Larson is on, and we are so excited. You'll see him, his grand piano, his daughter, who's a violinist, and 2 singers. Wow. It's tomorrow night on Quarantine Tonight. It's 10 o'clock.